When you arrive in Kinnick Stadium, you know what's in store. Hard nose, toughness, defense, and you better bring your hat and be ready to strike somebody when you come into this black and gold cauldron to take on the Hawkeyes. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Broncos offense takes the field. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
Yes, he is, Reese, and it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. And the crowd is getting into it early here on 3rd and 10. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
The offense starts with a short field.
4-2 Spider.
They'll go to the ground. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's got it on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Scanning the field, it's McNamara. They're bringing heat. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Power football with the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Genty. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. At midfield, he's got room. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. A running back has it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Now he's looking to throw it. Using the quick game. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Broncos are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box.
Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Give to the running back. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's McNamara. Looking to the big tight end. What a snag by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the run, fires downfield. Intercepted. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. To the ground with the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. The short hands, it's Gill. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level or get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Fast motion from the offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Hawkeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He wants it all. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa.
What a throw by the QB. You think about it, you don't have much space near the sideline, and he put that thing right on the outside of the sideline where his receiver could go make a play. Not only does he make the play, I'm pretty sure he got a foot in bounds, and that's a great touchdown catch. What a playmaker.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy.
He's loose. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Trying to get to it. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. The first down sack pushes the ball back to this long second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Genty. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Here on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Genty. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Broncos look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This offense has a second down play. He'll just keep slinging it. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Looking to pass on second down. And it's caught! Touchdown, Broncos!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa has the ball back on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Finds his tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Looking to pass, it's McNamara. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
But when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Getting some heat. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's third and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They're trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him and forced the incompletion.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. He finds his man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pressure coming. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On second down, wants to throw it. Finds the big tight end. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And that is no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. One of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Iowa City.
And the Broncos will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, you get the incompletion there on third down. You've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down one possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Boise State ready to send out that offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Nice scramble, unbelievable job after dropping back to pass and understanding the situation, and a nice heads-up play. Slide. Live to fight another down. Don't try to make a bigger play and run through somebody big and get yourself hurt.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing it.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Tackled immediately after the catch.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Here comes the field goal unit. And he missed it. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Going up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's McNamara. Gets open down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. On the ground, it's Genty. Turns it on in midfield. Rams him with the stiff arm. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it, open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Let's see what they've got on second down. Right back to the well. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Field goal is good.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Looking for a man. It's McNamara. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. On the return, it's Genty. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. It's third and inches. Who can impose his will? They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on second and 13. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Leaves it with the running back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Man, that kicker came inches away from hitting a PB. That thing almost cleared the crossbar. Wow.
Comes out throwing on first down. Complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Back to throw, it's McNamara. Coming after him. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Defense playing a bail technique. On second down, he'll fire. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Makes a grab enough for the first. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it and stopped the clock. And now on second down for this offense.
42 Spider.
He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-goal situation from the 8. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They want to throw it. Fires into the end zone. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got an open man. Racing down the left side. The 20. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Broncos. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, keep hope alive, pitch this pill around, use every second you got, make this game, Palmer, as close as you possibly can.
Crazier things have happened in college football, man. Let's just go find out. Let's find out where the playmakers are lined up and see if they can make something positive happen.
That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. One more play to pad the stats. Looking for a man. It's McNamara. Lets it fly. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. And man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David,